started on the PS3 version of this game. So yes, we are indeed playing Fallout 3, a personal favorite of mine. And unfortunately, yes, this is where I was introduced to the franchise. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to at least mute this section because there's music. Well, for those watching live, I don't care. But it's playing a rendition of I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, which is the theme song of this game, essentially. Also, yes, I am going to attempt to keep track of how many times this game may or may not crash. But I have ways to fix that. To at least keep it from breaking super often. I guess I gotta mute it here. Also, yes, this is completely vanilla, so yes, we are going to have the green tones, I'm afraid.
War. War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters, and no one ever leaves.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl? boy. A boy. We've got a son, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Oh, James. We did it. A son. Our beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about... That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly. Looks like they've finished the gene projection. Let's see what you'll look like when you're all grown up.
So, I will point out something here about the character customization. What you do here will actually determine what your father will look like for the rest of the game. I am not joking. This is why your father looks the way he does. You know, we're going to be very let's put it that way. Tunnel snakes. That's something that'll come in handy later. I don't like half the hairstyles they give you anyway. I'll take the blast back. So yes, you're getting somewhat of an idea of what I look like. Somewhat. Wait a minute, did that say mutton stash? I need to look like Lemmy. That's right. Yes, comrade. You know something? That's not too far off.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son. Full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
Catherine?
James.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compressions. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on. Okay?
You one. We need a doctor, not a deadbeat. Fail to meet my expectations, and there will be no.
Don't look straight into the light
James
now.
and his cheery chatter.
Generations
May your future be bright
us
for
that
his
this
age.
place will feel just like home. Come on over here, son. Come on. Walk to Daddy. There you go. My goodness. Just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo. I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone. but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, it's R3 to pick stuff up. Okay, gotta remember that. Okay. Also, because this is not Fallout 4, I gotta refrain myself from picking up everything that's not bolted down. But anyway, here's where you assign your attributes. You get an extra 5 points. I will say, what you definitely need is endurance, decent intelligence, and then agility for VATS, and then that just for extra measure. Because honestly, you need to be able to take a hit. And honestly, the having more than like 5 strength is not super necessary. And then at the end here, you can just go ahead and change anything you want to. I'm kind of hit or miss on special when it comes to how attributes are dished out, but that's just me. There is a way that we'll be able to cheese the game later.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pen you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
Now, Amada we'll learn more about later. Well, literally right now.
Don't bear down. We experiment to prepare. We prepare to survive.
Stanley, you turned the lights on too fast. You blinded the poor kid.
Happy birthday.
Can you believe it? He is growing up so fast.
Happy birthday, pal. I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your mother...
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
So, just going through this. Here's your skills. There are special stats, depending on how high they are, actually determine what you can and can't do. Like, you'll actually be able to do a few more things. This is just your little general stats here. It keeps track of how much you use, what crimes you may have committed, those sort of things. And then it says that we're neutral and we're a Vault Dweller. That's the karma system. And it's honestly a moral system I like. But we're going to be a good guy, so... But it's not going to be that exciting, I don't think. So, yeah, here's our inventory. We can turn on the radio, but DMCA is a thing, so I won't be doing that. So.
Oh, happy birthday! We really surprised you, didn't we? Your dad was afraid you were onto us. But I told him not to worry. You're so easy to
And she's
fool.
talking to us through our father. You didn't fool me. I just pretended not to know.
Such a liar. Okay, if you're so smart, what did I get you for your birthday?
A date with Christine Kendall.
Gross. didn't think you even liked girls. And you know what I mean, before you say something rude about me. I guess maybe I should give this to someone else. Someone who likes Grognak the Barbarian better than me and Christine. The question is, how could you tell the difference?
And you got a pit bull.
So, I actually recommend you use that immediately. It permanently increases your melee weapons by 1.
Happy birthday!
Because you won't get a chance to use it again.
Attention, everyone! It's time to cut the cake!
Andy, wait!
How's it going, Pop?
What is that? One of the 3000A models? What piece of junk? I think you have to wind it up every morning.
Allow me to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nosebleed.
I would offer you a piece of cake, but
I mean, that's what you get for trying to cut a birthday cake with a saw blade.
I don't think his puny arm is
Nice
strong enough
party,
to lift that
butthead.
pit
Now get
bull.
lost before I have to... So, what do you think we should call our gang? It's gotta be totally killer.
Daddy, I told you
Hey, how
not
about
to
the
act
Volt
all
Blower?
official.
Get it?
I know you were
Who wants to
joking,
go
but I'm
around
not
all
sure
day being
anyone
called a
else did.
folk blower? Nonsense.
How do you like that Pip-Boy, son? Fit all right?
It's really cool. Did you fix it up for me?
As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it. Some may think
And yes, I'm going to read
read
the lines out.
But I've always preferred them for their reliability.
Thanks, Stanley.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much, but I hope you like it.
I think you really are as
Always
dumb as you
enjoy
look.
my little speeches.
how's it
Come
going?
on,
Pop?
Besides, that
You
friend
always
of yours
have
could
good
use a
ideas.
reminder that life is not all
Yeah,
fun and
I
games.
got one.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. Really cool party and everything. I know that, Butch and I give you a hard time, but you don't take that seriously, right? Anyway, happy birthday and everything. I better get back to, you know.
The
What, are you
Mackers.
two best
That's
friends
super
now?
cool, right?
Hey,
Supposed to
Wally.
be up hard?
This party's pretty good, I guess. For a little kid. Balloons, party hats. Not as cool as my party, though. Remember how my dad got Andy to do magic tricks? And we all played Hunt the Mutant in the atrium? Oh, right. You weren't invited to my party. Too bad.
Proof or I don't
was
believe it.
really fun.
Jeez,
You
what
know,
do you mean?
that
The
whole
gang,
face
you
here?
or me?
You should try
No
it
way.
sometime, Daddy. You might like it.
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My. Seems like only yesterday that your daddy came. Goodness, listen to me ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you?
Oh, you didn't have to bring me a present, Mrs. Palmer.
Fiddlesticks. What 10-year-old doesn't like presents? I was 10 once, believe it or not. My goodness, the vault was practically crowded back then. Not like today. So few young people now. But here I am rambling on again, and you listening so politely. Here you go, a nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. No sharing required today.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Do you think we
Yeah,
should
we
try
don't
to
need
stop
any more
bothering
dorks
us?
around.
I hope you appreciate the effort Amata put into this party. She really seems to like you, for some reason.
She did a great job, but couldn't you have helped out a bit more?
I do not allow the fact that Amata is my daughter to compromise my position as overseer. I gave her all the appropriate paternal encouragement, of course, but I could not contribute extra vault resources. That is simply what my position requires. No more, no less. I know Amata understands that perfectly well.
Shut up, dork.
Never
You mean
suspected
because
a
we've
thing.
already got one?
Now go on.
Happy birthday,
enjoy
Sonny.
Thanks for coming, Stanley. I know you were busy with the water
Having a good
purifier.
time? It wasn't
Everything's
easy
fine, I
keeping
hope.
this a secret.
I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from Old Lady Palmer.
You do look hungry. What, your mom drank up all the ration coupons again?
You talk about my mom, you little punk.
Now go on. I'm sure everyone else would like
Hey,
to
Uncle.
How are you enjoying your party, Mrs. Palmer?
Butch,
I
what do you
have
think you're doing? Leave him
decorations,
alone. You all right? I hope Butch didn't hurt you. You want to tell me what that was all about?
He tried to take my birthday present. He stole my lollipop.
Little? I figured it was him that started it. He's been nothing but trouble since the day he was born. You let me handle this and try to stay out of the way.
Oh, really?
All
Then
right, Butch.
Lovely. You did such a splendid
Officer
job.
Gomez! Nice party, huh?
Happy birthday!
What's Butch's problem anyway? I can't believe he tried to start a fight at your own birthday party.
You seem to have a knack of talking through people. He's lucky Gomez stopped the fight before I really hurt him.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. Hello, Officer Gomez. I'm glad you could make it.
Jonas?
I'm glad to be here. I think it's important to keep in touch with the young people, you know,
Thanks.
as part of my
I'll
job.
send 'em right
Plus,
down.
well, I like parties.
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Sure
Okay,
thing,
Liam Neeson.
Gomez. Well, it's been nice chatting with you. Thanks again for coming.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party.
Yeah, my dad and Amada threw a great party, didn't they?
They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem, just for you. I hope you like it.
Thanks, I guess. Did you get me anything else?
Don't be silly. 1 poem per birthday, that's my rule. If I gave you 2, think how jealous Butch would be.
I think we have an emo on our hands. I think it's in the notes. Yep. Gray walls, impenetrable steel, suffocation, condemnation. Little hands groping in subterranean uncertainty. Mommy? Daddy? Am I dead? Nay, nay, reborn into purifying fluorescence. A face emerges, strong and male. Father to me, father to all. Overseeing our lives, our eternities, harshness of discipline, harshness of love, obedience, my savior. Larva to pupa, pupa to worker. Buzz, buzz. One with the steel honeycomb, 10 lies within the 101, significant at last. Till grace seeps from walls, to hair to soul, then eternal slumber, the sweet sleep of incineration. Okay then.
I've got to think about it. You guys are
What are you doing down here, young man? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level.
I'm not a kid, I'm 10 years old.
You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just 1 more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Are you ready for your surprise?
What kind of surprise?
The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work. So, I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again.
So what was it doing down here in the first place?
Swing that small. Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try?
What do I get to kill?
Easy now. It's only a BB gun, but it's not a toy. Let's go try it out. Jonas and I have found a nice spot for you. Follow me.
Oh, there's actually some funny dialogue here, by the way, if you shoot your dad enough. He'll say, "Son, I brought you into this world and, well, you know the rest."
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, pal. Happy birthday.
Alright, so unfortunately Fallout 3 was before they implemented iron sights. I don't know why. So you just have this over-the-shoulder perception. That's about it. Let's see, it's this button. And we're going to be I normally don't like using that unless I have to. But I use it semi-generously, simply to... Wow, I can't hit this thing for some reason. Okay. Jeez, that was annoying.
Good work. That's one less round roads to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas.
I'm normally a pretty good shot.
Smile.